Hello, I am here to show you how to apply your Jamberry nail wraps. Now there are a few different application methods, but this is the one that I highly recommend. I think it's the easiest and I think it's the best. So I've got one nail that I'm going to do, the rest I've already done, and I'm just going to show you everything we need. So you need a nail file and you need some nail scissors, and one of these sort of orange sticks or cuticle pushers would be handy. And then we also need some alcohol. Now this is a pre-injection alcohol wipe, but you can use any spirit that you have in the house dipped on some cotton wool, or even some white vinegar dipped in cotton wool. That's just used to strip the natural oils from the nail in order to create an oil-free surface for the wrap to stick to. And then the option of a buffer, to do a little bit of a buff beforehand just to give you a nice smooth surface. So I'm going to push back my cuticles. I'm going to buff the nail ever so slightly, and I'm going to wipe with the alcohol wipe just to remove the natural oils. Now usually I would do this to all 5 fingers of one hand before I start, so it doesn't take too long. And this is what a sheet of wraps looks like. There's been 2 fingers done from this sheet, the rest was done from a previous sheet, just as it happens. But one sheet is enough to do 2 manicures and up to 2 pedicures depending on the design. So you use the see-through backing to find the wrap that's the right size for your nail. I happen to know this is the one that's the right size for this finger because I've done this several times. You want one that's slightly smaller than the nail itself, so it seals completely to the nail and doesn't touch the skin anywhere. Otherwise, if it's touching the skin, water can get in under and it won't last as long. So, peeling that half off, trying not to handle it too much just because I might have some natural oils on my hands and we don't want to get them any oilier than we need to. Now I am using this mini heater as my heat source because the wraps are heat activated and pressure sealed. However, you can use your hairdryer. The benefits of this is that it's not very noisy, it's hands-free, and it's producing just the right amount of heat at the right temperature for the nail wraps. But your hairdryer does work. However, if you like the look of this, there is a bundle called the Basic Bundle which allows you to get this for £1. And you also get 4 full sheets of wraps and an application kit in that bundle, the Basic Bundle. So ask your consultant if you're curious about that. So that's the heat on at the side of me. Now I'm going to position the wrap, avoiding touching it any more than I need to. And I'm just trying to get it nice and central so I feel that it's in the middle. I've not pressed down at all as yet, but I'm happy with its position. So now I'm going to heat. Now usually I would just take my finger to the heater, but I'm just bringing it up to let you see. So about 3 seconds, and then using nice pressure, you're gonna press down. I'm just repositioning it ever so slightly. It wasn't as perfect as I thought, but you can do that. They're very viable, very pliable, I should say. So I'm happy with its position. So I'm pressing down around the side now that it's been heated to seal that wrap to the nail. So that's the great thing about these. If you think you're happy with the position, but when you actually see it, you're not, you can just lift them back up and place them back on. So there's lots of pressure being applied. So I'm happy. You really want to apply pressure right around the side to make sure there's no little creases or bubbles. And the cuticle pusher can come in handy here to allow you to do that. All of these tools come in the wee case with the application kit in the Basic Bundle if you want to go down that road. So I'm quite happy with that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim off the excess that's hanging over my nail. So just like that. It's still hanging a little bit, and that's when the nail file comes in. So you want to file down in a downward motion, straight down, to remove the excess from the nail. You can also file at a slight angle, but only ever downwards, never up and down, because if you go at a slight angle, you're removing the wrap from the very tip of the nail, which prevents catching when you put your fingers through your hair, and it makes them last longer. So that's it all filed off, and I'm going to heat one more time, 3 to 5 seconds, making sure I'm not forgetting the sides. So I'm going right round, and then I'm going to use lots of pressure again just to seal it one final time, right the way around. So there you go. And what you can do is use a buffer just to go over the end in a downward motion only, just to make sure there's no wee jaggy bits from the filing. And that's you done, you're good to go. So couple tips, I would avoid submerging your hands in water any more than you need to for a couple hours after application, just till that adhesive completely sets. Once you've mastered application, you don't have to worry about that as much because there will be a watertight seal. But when you first start, you might get the odd little bump here or there. So avoiding water for a couple of hours is great. And avoid hand cream or cuticle oil on the day of application, but from the following day, crack on as usual. Your nails love hand cream and cuticle oil with jams on. And also for removal, try and watch a removal video to make sure you've got that spot on as well. And yeah, thank you for watching. Any questions you can ask your consultant. Okay, bye bye.